The 24-hour game show marathon is sponsored by MMCO Auto with Porsche, Audi and Volkswagen dealerships and one of the largest selections of pre-owned vehicles in the Philadelphia area. Visit them at mmcoauto.com. And by Game Show News Net. Game Show News Net is your stop for game show and reality competition news, including their regular podcast, We Love to Interrupt. Check out GameShowNewsNet.com. And Turkey Hill, imported from Lancaster County. Makers of fine drinks, ice creams, frozen treats, and more. Find locations and coupons at turkeyhill.com.
Oh, we're good. It's all good. Okay. What's that? No, no displays. We're good. We are good. So everyone hang out with your team if you don't mind. So Corey, Mike, and Rich. You just want to hang out on that side. And then Kat, Bill, and Bob. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Do we have a sponsor for this hour? What's the sponsor for this hour? Okay, good. Where's Bill? Oh, just hang out with him if you don't mind. We're getting ready to start. Oh, sorry. Ready? Hey, welcome. It is, what time is it? Is it 3 o'clock? 3 p.m. We are in the throes of the 5th annual 24-hour game show marathon. This is Would I Lie to You, the game of bluffing, deceit, intrigue, and fun. Oh. We have 2 teams of 3 ready to deceive each other. We're going to learn a lot about some of our marathon participants, starting with, Rich Liebig, Mike Weiss, and their team captain, Corey Annotato. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. And how you guys holding up? Hot enough for you? Good. All right. Excellent. We'll keep the temperatures where it is. And they'll be facing this team of Bill Neuweiler. Hello, Bill. Kat Healy. Hello, Kat. And their team captain, the star of the $100,000 pyramid, Mr. Bob Haig. All right. So the way it works is this: each of these players are going to tell a story. Now, they don't know if the story is really about them or a complete lie. No matter what it is, they're going to have to face an intense grilling by the other team and make them believe that the story they're telling is the truth. After a few minutes, they'll decide whether that particular person is telling the truth or just making the whole damn thing up. That's how they get the squares. First game is worth $250. Okay, so that being said, we are going to start with Corey's team. And I think we will start with Corey. Corey, if you could make your way to the chair, please. I'm going to go to the chair. If you in this spot for your team, you go to the table, get ready to interrogate. Can you just have So put the microphone between you guys. So the way it's going to work. So the way it's going to work is this. Corey has one sentence in this card. He's going to read it to you. You're going to interrogate him. You're going to ask him as many questions as you can. Take turns, don't talk over each other. He's going to answer them to the best of his ability. After a few minutes, you're going to determine whether Corey's story is true or if he's lying. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Move the mouse. Just move it somewhere else. Or put the time back to like maybe 4 seconds ago.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Oh, cool. Get the hashtag and everything.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Okay. I've shaken hands with the mayor of Spokane, Washington, while he wore a G-string.
There's his story. Ask him some questions.
What were you doing in Spokane, Washington?
I was helping the Apple Store. I used to work at the Apple Store, so I was helping them do a new store launch, and in Spokane, and they needed like people to like. Oh, I'm sorry. They needed people to like help sell stuff and things like that. So that's why I was in Spokane, Washington.
Okay. Why was the mayor wearing a G-string? G-string.
He was excited to see me, obviously. No, it turns out that a short time afterwards, it turned out that he was in this giant sex scandal thing, and apparently he would always go to public appearances wearing lingerie. No, it was under a suit. He was wearing a full suit. It came out afterwards, and
What color or material was the G-string?
it felt nice. No, I don't know. I didn't further ask any questions about the G-string because it was. I found out in a news article, basically.
After the fact.
Yeah, I was not aware that the mayor was wearing a G-string.
So you did not know when you shook his hand?
No, I did not know that I was shaking hands with a sexual deviant.
What did the mayor say to you personally?
He said something along the lines of "Thank you for helping Spokane's economy," or something. I don't know. It helps no one else's economy,
So
but
you
like.
personally helped their economy with Apple products? is that correct?
Apparently, I helped their economy by selling overpriced computers and Apple Care.
Okay.
Yeah, take that. You fired me, you schmucks. Go on.
I will make this the last question for right now.
I don't.
Nothing.
So why did they pick you to go to Spokane?
They picked a few people from the East Coast to help out because of our high sales numbers. They were opening this store in in one of their larger malls, so they were getting a lot of heavy traffic, or they were expected to. So they needed people who had like a lot of experience with that, and that was me apparently.
All right, and there we go. So you got a little bit of information from Corey. Went to Spokane, Washington, under the guise of an Apple Store employee. Met a half-clothed mayor of the city.
He was
Thanked
fully
him for-
clothed.
Well, he's wearing a G-string. That's not much clothes.
I mean, he had a suit on top of it.
Okay, whatever you say. So, you've heard what Corey has to say. And Team Bob, what do you think? Is he telling the truth, or is he a damn liar?
What does the chat think?
Yeah, let's find out what the chat room thinks. That would be interesting.
That's a good point. The chat thinks nothing. Social media has tuned out. By the way, we need $3,500.
I
don't know.
In the chat? Okay. Got you. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, what do you think? Truth or lie? Bob?
We're going to go with a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
Corey, is your story about the G-string mayor of Spokane, Washington, the truth or a lie?
That was a lie.
There
Well
you go.
done.
That was a lie. So Team Bob gets 1 point. You got 1 point. I should also mention that if the team correctly guesses whether it's the truth or a lie, they get a point. If the person bluffing correctly fools the other team, they get a point. And the team with the most points at the end wins. So, simple as that. And I think, Bob, it's your turn. So, Bob, if you can make your way to the center, por favor, senor. And if your team, yeah, Team Corey can make your way here. If you want, totally. Okay, stand. You know what? You know what? Look at these marks right there. That's where you can stand and have your way. So, yeah, you can sure.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so here is, this is yours, right? That's right, okay. Sorry, sir. Bob, read it.
I was with Drew Carey when he got the call to become the new host of The Price is Right.
Bob was the first one in America to know that Drew Carey would become the new host of The Price is Right. The Price is White. Baba Wawa. Hit him with it.
Why didn't you stop this?
I don't think I had the legal ramifications to stop something like this from CBS Legal, so I didn't want to get involved with it.
Why were you in the vicinity of Drew Carey?
Well, I was called to come help out with a game show that Drew Carey was hosting, and that night he actually came from Letterman. He was on the show, and that's when he announced, that he'll be the host. So, and when he got there, he had a call with Bob Barker and his team.
Who else was on Letterman that night?
Say Bob.
I don't know who else was on Letterman that night.
That's actually a fair response.
What game show was it?
Power of 10.
Were you responsible for the failure of Power of 10, both as a concept and a production?
I was not. I actually enjoyed the show, but I was there to play test the game.
Did he tell you right then on the spot that he had gotten that, or how did you find out that that was the call?
Well, what happened was Drew was running late because the people who work on the show said, "Oh yeah, he's just coming back from Letterman," and then when he got the call, he came up and said, "Oh, sorry, that was just Bob Barker on the phone, getting ready for some lunch to celebrate the new hosting gig for The Price is Right."
How much did they pay you to help play test this game show you speak of?
$50.
Okay, so they flew Bob to California and then gave him. Did they fly you, or did you have to pay for the ticket?
I actually drove.
So this guy drove to California, and for $50. Just for $50. Okay. What did you do with the money?
I think I spent it on.
Yes.
I spent it on gas or food for college that week. I was still in college at the time.
A lot of ramen you bought. Where did you go to college?
Southern Connecticut State University, baby.
Yeah.
Go Owls!
Go
A
Owls!
weird thing for him to lie about.
Yeah, right?
Because I know where he went to school.
I went to an Ivy League college. What?
All right, I think if there are no more questions. Any more questions?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, so there you have it. Bob was the first one in America to know that Drew Carey had become.
What does the chat room think? What does the chat room think?
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Yeah, in just a minute in the chat room, let us know if you think it's a truth or a lie. Just yeah, hit us up. So Bob was the first one to know that Drew Carey was the U.S. president. Right? Is Bob telling the truth or is it a lie? Take a second and think. Get up. What does the chat room think? What does? Oh wow! So they think Bob is lying. I should clarify. Probably not the first person in America to know, but the first person like us that doesn't work in television. The first layman to know that he was the host, right? Because somebody had to know before him, obviously. Yes. But he was the first civilian to know.
Christian, we think Bob is full of poo-poo.
You think Bob is lying? Yes. Bob, you think you're lying about knowing that Drew Carey was the host of The Price is Right before any of us in America? Yep. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
What I just told you is the truth.
That's a truth. It was true. Bob was there for that. I remember that. Wasn't Rob Sable there too?
Rob Sable was there too. Yeah. Hey, donation!
Now, didn't you say you were over there to be on like he was over there to be on Letterman in California?
You guys, for some reason, he
Letterman
never
is in
said
New York.
California.
I never
You
said
guys
California. The show taped in Astoria, New York.
Yeah, he never said anything about it. You guys just kind of ran with it. I think maybe you heard Price is
You
Right.
said
You
something
automatically.
about driving to California, or am I making that up?
I just drove there.
He said drove.
Yeah, it's
And you guys jumped to California.
Yeah, because the price is right.
Yeah, there you go.
okay. So
We made assumptions.
For the third time, I'm
So
sorry.
Team Bob is up 2-0. And we're going to see. We have 2 members left on the other team to see who's going to. Let's see who's going to lie or tell the truth next. Rich, it is your turn, sir. Pick up the microphone. Pick up the mic and fire away.
Okay, so I suffer from basal phobia, which is the intense fear of basil.
Rich suffers from the intense fear of basil.
Yeah.
Can you spell that, please?
It's exactly how it
Basil.
sounds.
It's basil phobia with a U in
Well, I
it.
mean, yeah, but it's right. It's B-A-S-I-L-U-P-H-O-B-I-A. It sounds exactly how it sounds.
Oh, okay. Oh, so when did you first find out you were allergic to basil?
I tried a piece of pizza.
So what happened when you ate the piece of pizza?
Rich, buddy, you lying us? You can tell us. It's okay if you're lying. It's
Completely
okay.
not.
Rich,
That's why I brought Corporalese. It doesn't have any basil on it. That's why it's tomato pie. It doesn't have any basil on it.
Rich, it does. Rich, here's the thing about this, bud. You're very clearly lying, but I'm going to give you a few more Hail Mary questions. What prompted your fear of basil? Was it a bad basil experience? Did you get hit by a basil
It's
bush?
green. It grows from the ground. I don't like it.
It's green, it grows in the ground, and you don't like it.
Yeah,
So
right?
like any living tree.
Yeah, right, exactly. I stay inside all the time. I don't go outside. The only reason I'm here at Game Show Marathon is because we're in a warehouse.
You are digging this hole so much deeper. You like us. Are you afraid of holes or basil? Hold on.
I'm afraid of both.
Have you tried smoking it?
No, man, you got some on?
That's why it scared him.
Rich, walk me through the moment. No. So you ate the pizza,
Yeah,
your body started hurting,
yeah, it started hurting.
rashing,
I thought it was
breaking
because I
out.
played so much basketball, but it was because of...
Rich, what was the score in basketball that day?
What was the what?
What was the score in basketball
The
that
score of
day?
basketball?
Yeah,
It
what score was it that day?
It was 25-22. It was like Little League basketball.
It was literally basketball? Is that what
Whatever
you
they
just
call
said?
it. IBL, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Who had
kids'
basil in a little big
basketball.
basketball game?
I think we have our
Sorry, stand a
answer.
moment.
Yes.
I think we're good, Chris, on this.
Well, you've heard Rich's story about his fear of basil in a Little League baseball game for some reason. Basketball? What is Little League basketball? Guys, we forgot the baseball today. We're just gonna.
Forgot. So there you go.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
Just tuning in, Corey is dead.
I think Rich is a liar.
Yeah, huddle up. Let's think about this one.
Huddle up.
Rich, pick your card up.
All right, we have our answer that may surprise you.
Okay, all right. Let's
We really think, as crazy as it sounds, could be a lie.
You think that might be a lie? Why would this kid lie? Look at that face in there. Look at that face. Why would you?
I don't know.
Rich is a good kid, and regardless of the fact that he skipped like a preschooler, he paused. And the pitch of his voice went up about 6 octaves.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So what's the answer? What's the answer?
Rich, set the record straight. Was that the truth or was that a lie?
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah. Team Bob killing it. 3-0. Next on the chopping block, Bill. Bill, it's your turn. Give him a second to get it together and take it away whenever you're ready.
I once cut off a piece of my finger while working at a deli.
Bill once sliced off a piece of his finger while working for a delicatessen. You guys take it away whenever you're ready.
Which finger?
It was a thumb.
A thumb is not a finger. It's a lie.
Technicality.
Mic drop. There it is.
What deli did you work at?
It was an IGA.
Okay, so at a supermarket.
Yes, it was a supermarket.
So it's a supermarket inside a delicatessen. All right, the other way around.
How long did you have this job for?
I was about 17, so maybe a year and a half. I worked for supermarkets for a long time.
Right then and there, did you know you had to go to the hospital, or did you try and muscle through it and just be like a tough guy? Oh no, I'm all right. I don't have to go.
I did not go to the hospital. It wasn't a very large cut. It was just a little piece that sliced off and landed in the plate with the rest of the roast beef.
So who bought this contaminated roast beef?
She didn't want it.
Oh, okay.
So you handed it to her, told her a piece of you was inside it, and she
I-
said no.
I told her I'd take a tear off so that she wouldn't be charged for the
That only
extra.
works on Valentine's Day, by the way.
What was your favorite kind of meat at the deli?
Oh, at the deli?
Thanks
Oh,
for clarifying.
I'm sorry. Probably Sweet Lebanon.
What was that?
Sweet Lebanon bologna? Kutztown?
Thank you. That's a Central PA treat.
Yeah.
What did your boss say to you?
I was unsupervised at the time.
What did he say later?
You should use the guard when you're cutting things.
So you're trying to tell me
Device.
that a corporation incorporated in I assume Pennsylvania,
New Jersey.
New Jersey, a corporation incorporated in New Jersey, decided to let a 17-year-old unsupervised behind a delicatessen counter in which he slashed open his thumb and then nobody batted an eye.
Yeah.
That sounds plausible, actually. That sounds about it. This is America. What year was this?
20 years ago. I'm 37 now, so yeah.
That
Whatever
adds up.
math that works out to.
That adds up.
Prior to 1996, I think.
He does know math. How could you be so good at math when you could only count using 9 fingers?
I make it up.
We're getting dark.
Yes. Well, you know, there's always some kind of traumatic incident, and he cut off his finger.
You know how we got that scar?
So that's why they call him the roast beefer. I think we have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, fantastic. You may step down. So you've heard all about Bill's grotesque injury at the hands of a deli slicer. And what do you think? Is he telling the truth or is he lying? And you at home, is he telling the truth or is he a liar? Tell us on the in the chat on GameShowMarathon.com or tweet us with the hashtag GSM5. Guys, what do you think? Is he telling the truth or is he lying?
We We have come to the conclusion that Bill is being truthful.
You think Bill's being truthful about cutting off his finger in a meat slicer?
Yes.
I never thought I'd have to say that sentence at a game show marathon. Bill. Yeah. Let me see your hands. You got all of them.
I mean, look at those thumbs. How could you miss them?
But the piece did grow back.
Who
So-
said we're dumbing this show
True,
down?
I did. The meat stuck, my hand kept going.
So Bill is telling the truth. Team Corey scores its first point. We are 3-1 in favor of Team Bob at this point. And next up, who is next up?
Me.
It's Mike Weiss. Mike, here is your machine. Don't open it yet. Just keep it closed for a minute. We're gonna have a seat over there. Team Cat, wanna go?
Bill. The hot seat.
You drew. I'm sorry. Wait. Come here. Say again what it is. What is it? Say it in the microphone.
I drew a picture of Rich trying to bicycle away from a basil plant as a child.
You trying to bicycle away from a basil plant.
I gotta get to the.
Okay, well, it's your turn now.
I would have said that I was mildly allergic and had a very terrible experience when I was young. with basil.
Somebody on Twitter said I give Bill's story 2 thumbs up. Oh, wait.
You, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Retweet immediately. All right. Team Bob is now fully formed at the stand.
Yes.
Can I read this?
Mr. Weiss, go ahead and open up that card.
I've held a homemade shank with a taped up handle.
Mike Weiss once held a homemade prison shank with a taped up handle. A lot of questions.
Yeah, I
to be
held it
asked.
in my hand.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Well, somewhat of an interesting story.
Oh, do tell.
I was walking to work, right near the convention center. This homeless guy walks up to me, and he's like, "Hey, man, you want to?" And he's like whispering something. I'm like, "Okay, this guy's gonna sell me drugs or something like that." And he was actually trying to get me to go to a massage parlor, which was like, because he gets a finder fee, whoever he brings there. I'm like, "Nah, that's all right." And he's like, "Yeah, that's okay, man, that's okay." And he dropped something, so I picked it up, and it's a shank. It appeared to be some type of metal. I don't know. I think it might have been like adamantium. Adamantium or vibranium or unobtainium, one of those aniums. And
Did you say this happened in Philly?
was that
Where did you say this happened?
in Philly?
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, north of the convention center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, hold the mic a little closer.
A little closer to me? All right. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it was like, I want to say some type of utensil or something that was like filed down or like a screwdriver or something. And I'm holding it, and the homeless guy's got, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. It's dangerous out here." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And I handed it back to him, and once I did, I realized I just handed this guy a shank. And he could just turn it on me any second, but he was like actually a really nice guy. I mean, as far as,
Nice guy with a shank.
yeah, as far as homeless guys with the shanks that are trying to promote a massage parlor, which is probably more like a brothel or something, he was a really nice guy. Yeah. Well, he did ask me for money, and I would have given him because he had a shank, but I said, all I had on me was what I was going to buy for lunch that day, so... And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine." And he went on his way. So that was an interesting morning. Wait, what time was this? When was it? It was like
Celebrity shot.
it was like 8 a.m. or something, 9 a.m. something. Probably more like 8. Well, he wasn't walking around with it.
He's
He
an
kinda
early
fell
shanker.
out of his coat or something.
What
or his-
what color was the tape on the handle?
It was like one of those kind of like white or beige, I don't know, some type of tape you use for like a wound or something.
I like the
like a
idea that he
bandage
made a
thing,
shank,
like,
and then he went to like Walgreens to get masking tape. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
yeah, he got like specifically colored. He got green and red and yeah. Maybe his masking tape.
Where were you headed that day?
To work, I don't remember the street address. Is a job I had as a shipping clerk with a company called Internet Order.
Called what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Internet Order.
Internet order.
The most generic name ever.
Internet order.
I did not like having that on my resume. 'cause it
Everything
sounded
from
made
A to
up.
Shank.
Wait, so where is the shank now?
Where is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's his, man.
It's deep in the river.
Well,
This is where we cut to
it
a
might
shot
be
of the
deep
Shank
into
floating
someone
through
for
the
all I
sewer.
know. I ain't asking questions, you know?
I think we're all set.
You all set?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What does the chat think? Am I lying or telling
The Weiss Shank Redemption. Mike Weiss once held a shank with a taped up handle. What do you guys think? What do you think at home? Let us know on Twitter or in the chat room with the hashtag GSM.
We.
Take a stab at it. What do you think?
Yuck, yuck.
I'm going to go kill myself.
Would you like to confer?
Okay, so. Okay.
No, they didn't really ask that many questions.
Okay, okay.
We think it is a truth.
You think it's the truth?
We think so.
It sounds believable. So
I usually do just lie about everything. So.
That's funny. Okay.
How is summary dark?
No, absolutely not. Okay. He's probably watching.
Oh, Mark, I thought you said dark summer. Yeah, I thought like some type of like
Dark.
some type of
Dark
weird like,
Summers is our new gang name. Big physical challenge. Yeah. We need to start a tally of all the stabbing motions we make during the show. So you guys think he's telling the truth? You
We
he's
think so,
held-
yeah,
He's
we think
held
so.
a prison shank.
Yeah.
Mike Wise, hit him with it. Are you telling the truth or are you lying?
the story about the homeless man is absolutely true, but the shank was never there.
There you go. He was lying. What a damn liar.
I covered my lie with the truth.
So Team Corey making up the difference, coming back 3-2. So, and the final, very good bluffing. That was awesome. And our final storyteller of this game in the 24-hour game show marathon is
Whatever she says is a lie. Just stand between the two exits. You can move the chair. Yes, you want that so the world can hear you.
Can I go now?
So the score is 3-2 in favor of Team Bob. If you guys get this right, it's a tie. But if not, Team Bob wins.
It's a 2-point bonus round.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to. Yeah. All right. Well,
Last round is always 2 points.
is it the W key? Is it caps lock
Yeah.
for the bonus round? Yeah. Okay.
Shift alt 4.
So Kat, final storyteller of the afternoon. Go ahead, open it up and hit him.
Okay. I hold the record for the longest frisbee toss in the history of Lancaster County.
Kat Healy has the record for the longest frisbee toss in the history of Lancaster County. Huh. What do you think, gentlemen?
Did you throw the frisbee into a different county?
No,
And it
but
just
it's
ends
very
at the
easy
line?
to do because Lancaster County is very small. No, it was field day, and I can't run or jog or do anything else excessive or fun. So they're like, you have to do something. Just take this frisbee. So I was kind of screwing with it. And then I kind of chucked it all the way to the middle school, and they're like, oh my God, we have to, and they ran out, and they like took measurements and shit. Oh, sorry. But yeah.
Stuff?
And stuff. But that, I mean, I didn't think I did good until they gave me like an award. I was like, okay, well, I guess I did pretty good.
So was this just the best that day? The best they've ever seen?
No,
or
it's
Guinness?
no, not Guinness. That'd be awesome. No, it was just the record, I guess, for the school districts for field day. So for Lancaster County school districts.
So are you telling me that you set the record for the longest frisbee throw of your school district in Lancaster County?
No, for the districts. So for all of Lancaster
All
County
of the
school districts.
So what if another school district from a different county came in to Lancaster County and threw frisbee further than you? Would you then be dethroned, or do you keep
Yeah,
your title?
no. I would be. I mean, I would
So
keep it for
it's
the
a
school.
it's a geographic.
Yeah, it's not like
Okay.
a Guinness thing.
Okay.
I believe I saw some frisbees in the box over there.
Did you?
Perhaps we should.
I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see your.
All right.
Give it a try. Yeah. Okay. Let me get it.
Okay. I don't know why we found a frisbee. Of course, we didn't find a shank or basil for anyone else. I drew. That's you. You can have that.
This one's me.
I don't like the way this is all set up.
All right, so what we're gonna do? Let's see. Where should she stand?
I think she can stand right there. I don't want to. I just want to see the scoring. Yeah, I want to see your technique. You won't break anything.
Just give it a
I'm
toss.
gonna. Okay.
Thank God we paid the extra $50 to hire a cameraman this year.
They're just texting on their phones and stuff. They don't even realize we're talking about them.
Okay.
That's a little wobbly.
Well, she's also in the concrete. So whoa!
Yeah, no, I didn't have a technique. And I really just wanted to get back to the part where my bagged lunch was.
What school was this?
This was Conestoga Valley High School.
And what grade were you?
I was in the 10th grade because it was the year before I went to culinary school at CTC.
So you're a 10th grader, and your claim to fame was throwing a frisbee.
Amongst other terrible things, yes.
And this was the most interesting fact about yourself.
Yeah, I'm not a very interesting person.
Did they say what the record, like how far you threw it?
They did. I don't remember it. They put it on one of those crappy little paper certificates you get from Oriental Trading.
You still have it?
My mom does. My mom has everything. She showed me my first tooth. Yeah, we can call her if you want to. It's probably watching. He
We
can
would
vouch.
like to phone a friend.
Wait, let me call him.
Will her father please identify himself in the chat? Thank you.
So, are you guys satisfied with your questioning?
You can ask more questions.
I think we can decide there.
Okay, very good. So if you guys want to huddle for a minute, in the meantime, if you are convinced that Catherine Healy holds the record for the farthest frisbee throw in Lancaster County, give us a holler on Facebook or Twitter with the hashtag GSM5. Also in the chat room, what does the chat room think? They're split. Nice. Okay. Okay. Very good. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get.
What are you doing? I'm going to serenade you. You better not call my mama.
Gentlemen, do we have a conclusion?
Mike brought up an interesting point.
Okay.
If this were true, would it be possible that the school was just lying to you to make you feel better?
They could have been.
Okay.
I mean, they did that for pretty much all my chemistry and math grades. So they just wanted me to leave.
We think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? Okay, very good. To verify, we usually ask whoever's holding things, but I have Kat's mom on the phone. We're going to call her right now, and we'll see.
I hope she's gonna. Hell no.
So we put that on speaker. I don't know if she'll even kind of hold them together.
Oh, the tension.
She'll even remember, Gray.
Will be true. Will be a lie. Only one woman will know.
If she doesn't recall, that counts as a lie. If Kat's mom doesn't know, is that a lie?
If Kat's mom doesn't know or she's not on the phone, we'll just have Kat say it. Okay.
My mom is probably at work. You know she's gonna call back in 10 minutes. Like, oh my God, you guys have reached yeah.
Oh, come on.
She'll call back later.
Kat, was it the truth or a lie?
Guys, it was the God's honest truth.
It was the truth.
That was the year I won the Presidential Physical Fitness Award as well, which was also a very
Honestly,
interesting truth
We
lie.
could have gone either way.
Yeah.
That was very good
It seemed
storytelling.
too mundane to really matter.
Right, and it was.
So
and
at the
now-
end of our game of What I Lie to You, Team Corey has 2 points, Team Bob has 4 points. Team Bob is the winner. Thanks to all the participants. Thanks to you for watching. Next game is Countdown, coming up next on the 24-hour Game Show Marathon. Stay tuned.